Game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Jets. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit! Gone!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out.
Lucky 56. Gone!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Simpson rolls it in over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. Green 39, green 39.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harmon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go now. 3:19.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This from 25 yards out. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Malone. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Back
look to throw now on first down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Simpson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
No, check. Patriot.
A give to Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And he's in the... end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, cool down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Now, let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now to try the Jets field goal, Cairo Santos. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harmon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. The give is to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, how does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away? Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone!
They'll set up to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. All right, so the call stands. Tough now. They're out of challenges. Do you like the amount of challenges they have in the NFL?
I do, because I think it brings a little extra strategy into the game about a head coach trying to determine when is the right time to pull the challenge flag, or maybe I let that one pass because I might need it later on in a bigger situation.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Simpson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Gone.
incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun. Detroit.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Detroit!
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And that was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go, G. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Hold on. Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Go, go, go.
Over, 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 over.
Tighten up, tighten up.
And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. Carl Lawson in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. Meanwhile, down in Philly, now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Hey, hey,
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety.
Hold on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing right, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throw left side complete. It's Harmon. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
We got four down.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. There he goes right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll try and sneak it here. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Check. Motion out of the backfield.
Gun.
And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it
All right,
out.
now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
You got 4.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Check. Patriot.
4 down. Alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Gun. Watch him now, Barney.
Check.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Malone. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll drop the throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Watch him now, Barney. Over.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now, the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw here. And it is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Santos with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harmon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Kill. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Over! Hot!
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone. Hot.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.